I am Siddhartha Gautama, standing now in the heart of the ancient Bodh Gaya. The warm, sacred air of this place seeps into my very being, a stark contrast to the cold, detached world of modern museums. Through the hazy veil of time, I seem to see the faint glow of the Bodhi tree, under which I once attained enlightenment. It was here that I began my journey to spread the Dharma, the profound teachings that would change the course of human spiritual history. In my time, the Indian subcontinent was in a state of flux, a melting pot of various religious and philosophical ideas. The caste system was deeply entrenched, and the society was fraught with suffering and inequality. I was born into royalty, but the sight of sickness, old age, and death made me realize the transitory nature of worldly pleasures. I renounced my princely life and embarked on a path of asceticism, a rigorous spiritual practice aimed at self-purification and enlightenment. After years of arduous penance, I finally sat beneath the Bodhi tree, vowing not to rise until I had achieved the ultimate truth. It was during this period that I overcame the Mara, the personification of temptation and evil in Buddhist cosmology. Through deep meditation and self-realization, I attained nirvana, a state of perfect peace and liberation from the cycle of samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Once I had achieved enlightenment, I set out to share my insights with the world. I delivered my first sermon at Sarnath, known as the Turning of the Dharma Wheel. In this sermon, I introduced the Four Noble Truths: the truth of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering, the truth of the cessation of suffering, and the truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. These Four Noble Truths became the foundation of Buddhist philosophy and practice. I also expounded on the Noble Eightfold Path, which includes right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This path provides a practical guide for individuals to overcome suffering and achieve spiritual awakening. Now, as I stand here in this place that holds so many memories, I see my teachings represented in various artifacts and artworks displayed in museums around the world. These statues and paintings, though beautiful and revered, seem to lack the living essence of the Dharma. They are like frozen snapshots of a living, breathing philosophy. The harsh museum lights illuminate these objects, and the curious eyes of visitors from different cultures examine them. But I fear that in the process, the true depth and significance of my teachings are being lost. The Dharma is not just a set of abstract ideas. It is a way of life, a path to be walked, a truth to be experienced. The modern world, with its rapid pace and materialistic pursuits, seems to have strayed far from the path of simplicity and compassion that I advocated. The suffering caused by greed, hatred, and ignorance still persists, and my heart aches to see so many lost in the maze of worldly desires. As the sun begins to set over Bodh Gaya, casting a warm glow over the ancient ruins, I am reminded of the impermanence of all things. My teachings, like the changing seasons, have endured through the ages, but they are constantly at risk of being misinterpreted or forgotten. My spirit is heavy with the weight of this realization. Slowly, I turn away from the fading light, walking into the gathering darkness. Behind me, the legacy of my life's work, the Dharma, remains, a timeless beacon in a world often lost in the shadows of ignorance, waiting for those with the courage and wisdom to follow the path to true liberation